We're here in Seattle. It's time for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. And this is the rubber match, Ziggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boo. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And our starting pitcher here today, Bryce Miller. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Leading off, Honus Wagner. Fastball in for a strike, and we're underway here this afternoon. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. The other way. Junior calls it in, and there's one away. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Ozzie Smith.
Well, Boog, I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score. He's definitely able to do that.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Batting third, left fielder
Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Red Sox go down quietly. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, today's starting pitcher, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And now the DH, Victor Robles.
For the Mariners, designated hitter, Victor
Infield shifted to the pull side. That one's upstairs, ball one. Martinez, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Ortiz makes the grab, one down.
Batting second.
And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm of the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
The 1-0.
Ball two.
A little out front there as he swings through it. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Check swing, makes contact, but that's foul. The wind of the pitch. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Batting third. First baseman.
And at first with one gone. And
Martinez.
now for Seattle, Edgar Martinez. Big time power. He's third in the AL in home runs. Fouled off down the right side. Man at first, one away. Way out front for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Liner snagged it first. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. No score. Back in Seattle, top of the second. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Chopped left side, but it kicks foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Nope, that's foul.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. That one outside. And a count 1-2. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Next to hit, David Ortiz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Second inning here, no score.
I think it was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
2-2 to count.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting sixth, center fielder Willie Mays.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Willie Mays digging in now. First offering, and it just misses. Mays with a couple of homers in his last game. Ortiz leads off first with one away. That one laced to center and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Third baseman,
all over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's Wade Boggs now.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. That's in there. And that's strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Throws to first in time. Awesome play there. And now the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Batting 8, shortstop Ozzie Smith.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Two outs, 2 in scoring position here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Shortened a bunt and missed it, and the count even 1-1. There's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Raleigh down to first. Nice job behind the plate there. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
2 outs, bases full. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Jason Varitek.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs. He's under it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. They leave them loaded. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 2nd. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
And in his rookie year, it was already clear that Ken Griffey Jr. was a generational talent, a bona fide 5-tool player, and every one of those 5 tools was elite.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 1 away. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
That term five-tool guy gets thrown around lightly sometimes, but with Junior, it applies 100%. There's nothing this guy couldn't do on the diamond.
Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
Ooh, Baya.
One ball.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nabs it. That's out number 2. Here's the veteran outfielder, Raul Ibanez. Ibanez with a homer in his last game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Inside, just missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Mariners are down in order. We'll move. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Miller back to work. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And he barehands it. And he beats it. He's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Hank Aaron. Will hit next. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. Hank, a career batting average over 300. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Right side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside.
2 strikes.
Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up. This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something It's been part of his
Now
career
batting,
since day
left fielder
one.
Ted Williams.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time up. And that one in the air center field. Cameron should have this one. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Up next
Good read
for
there
the
at
Red
second
Sox,
base to
the
move up to
designated
third.
hitter,
Now it's a lot
Manny
easier to get that
Ramirez.
run in with one away.
So digging in, Manny Ramirez struck out swinging his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
On the ground to short, could be two. One at second to Edgar in time. That's an inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice speed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back in the ballpark.
Leading
And
off
in this
for
series,
the
it has been
Mariners,
ugly on the
third
mound
baseman,
as we look at the
Kyle
numbers.
Seager.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
And here is Mike Cameron. Now one on the inside corner for a strike at 99. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. Runner at second, nobody out. On the ground right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives,
Batting
comes up
ninth,
with it, and
second
then from one
baseman,
knee, like he's just
Dylan
playing catch with his
Moore.
kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Dylan Moore. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
In the air, left side. Williams. Two away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away
Now
and
batting,
wasn't able to stay close.
designated hitter Victor Robles.
Here's Victor Robles. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
In the air, right field. And that drops foul. Two outs. That misses the zone. It's a ball and two strikes. Seager at third with two away. And that's way high. It's 2-2. And Robles spoils it. He stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
J.P. Crawford in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Up next for the Mariners, shortstop
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Nope. That's inside.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. Welcome back. And take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Nope. Outside.
And that's down and away. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location, but those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Willie Mays up next for the Red Sox. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. 1 out, base is empty. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot. He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 4th inning underway, no score. Ripped to short. Crawford throws to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Line drive, Adam in center field. Nothing doing for the offense. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
First baseman Edgar Martinez.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And there's a ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Right side, hard hit. Handles, throws to first, and Martinez is out. So up next,
Now batting,
Ken Griffey
the
Jr.
right fielder,
His first
Ken
at-bat was a
Griffey
strikeout.
Jr.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Way inside.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting,
And up next
catcher,
for Seattle, Cal
Raleigh.
Raleigh. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 out, space is empty. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That one missing inside. Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
3-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And we are still scoreless. Welcome back.
Leading off
Quite
for
a
the Red
pitcher's
Sox,
duel so far. Here's how the
shortstop,
starters have
Smith.
performed up to this point. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the speedy runner is on at first.
No waiting around
catcher,
right there. He
Jason
was ready to
Barrett.
swing it on the first pitch. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Jason Varitek. And fouled off. And that one is inside. Runner at first with no outs here. There goes Ozzie. And the count 1-2. Runner goes again. In there for strike 3. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
And that is out of play. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. 1 out and a runner at second. Three-two now.
That's a really good take.
Hank Aaron in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1 there.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Fouled off. He was late. Two on, 1 out. Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Hard liner. Drops into the glove. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and it just misses. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Drew Pomeranz getting ready to go. Thornton also getting ready. 2 on, 2 outs. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a
runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
2 outs. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Manny Ramirez, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul. Smith at third. Wagner at second with 2 gone. And they're all loaded up.
Take the break.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
For the Red Sox,
so bases all loaded up. Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. On the inside corner for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up, and we're in the top of the 5th. In the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Red Sox leave them loaded. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder, Raul Ibanez.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Mariners, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. With just 1 hit in the game, they're clearly frustrated and searching for answers at this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Think about frustration, though. It gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things 1 pitch at a time.
And that one almost got him. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Kyle Seager. And that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Popped up. Wagner has it sized up. And there's 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Mike Cameron. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's outside. Ball 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And another ball. Fastball for a strike. Next offering upstairs. And that one wrapped foul. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Foul ball there.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Move to first. Cameron back on a dive. On the outside corner, got him looking. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Drew Pomeranz.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
And stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz, 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gregory Santos, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Spire, the lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. That one ripped, but foul. Misses. 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Willie Mays up next for the Red Sox. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
This one in the air. Martinez under it. He's there. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting third baseman
Boggs
Wade
digs in
Boggs.
now. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This to third. Seager zips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Boston, and we're still knotted at 0. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Mariners, designated hitter.
Robles, 27 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Martinez back to work. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Lee Smith getting loose out there. Strom warming up as well. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the
And the batter will be the
Mariners,
shortstop, J.P. Crawford. A strikeout and a walk.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Checks over to first, back safely. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Late with the swing there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to
Up
pull
next,
yourself
for
out
the
of an extended
Mariners,
slump, one that
first
lasts for
baseman,
several games,
Victor
either a week or more.
Martinez.
No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Robles runs. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. Robles, the runner at second with one away. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game,
Now
so great job there, stepping up to the challenge. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now a chance for Ken Griffey Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runners are at the corners, one away. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next pitch is outside. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The
Up
infield
next,
playing
for
back,
the
and this pitcher has to
Mariners,
step up
catcher,
and get the swing and miss.
Raleigh.
Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Cal Raleigh now at the plate. There's the strike. Raleigh needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Swing, and he popped it up. Wagner has it sized up. And that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. No score.
Now pitching
New
for
pitcher
the
for the
Mariners,
Mariners, Gregory Santos.
number 48.
And one thing on him, he's
Gregory
been really good this season at
Santos.
keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So stepping in for
Leading off
Boston,
for Boston,
Ozzie Smith.
shortstop,
Maybe
Ozzie
expecting a
Smith.
bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Fouled off left side. Line to left, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Julio Rodriguez into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Jason Varitek up next for the Red Sox. Knee high, that's in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Now batting, second baseman, Honus Wagner.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Red Sox, Honus Wagner. In for a strike. 0-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Line to right, base hit. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Now the number 2 hitter, Hank Aaron. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 run's in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Gregory Santos won't go any further in the line. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Trent Thornton.
46.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And now it's going to be Manny Ramirez. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Fought off foul. Wagner, the runner at third. Hank at second. Ramirez at first. 2 out of the inning. That's a little bit low.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Down the line, and it's foul. One, 2 now. Caught him looking for the pin. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down. Now at the plate, Kyle Seager. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
That catches the zone for a strike. And 1-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Gets him to chase after that one.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Mike Cameron, the next to hit. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Out to short. Sends it across to first. And that'll do it. Mariners go down quietly there. They still trail 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the center fielder, Willie Mays. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Up and in, and it's a ball and a strike. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So digging in, Wade Boggs. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Junior going back, out of here. He hammers one out to right. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and... bring that one back.
Digging in, Ozzie Smith gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Red Sox by 2. That one pushed to the left and foul. Line drive. They got it for out number 2.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well.
Now
I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Austin Riley.
And what a great guy to be able to turn to off the bench, huh?
Outside low, 1-0. Red Sox leading it by 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, way back there, and it's gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Colin Snyder.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Now, Honus Wagner. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Counts 1-0.
Started after it, appeal to first. And he went around, according to Clyde Washington. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's too high.
Liner, base hit. Two outs, runner first. And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And a foul ball. Goes down looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Lee Smith.
Now pitching
Well,
for
good luck
Boston.
against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Now into the ball game on defense. Freddie Fermin. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 78. Freddie Fermin.
Moore leading things off and takes a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Victor Robles up next for the Mariners.
Victor Robles.
The entire defense, infield and outfield, shifted to the left. Just missed. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Andrew Miller up and throwing. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That's in. Ball 2.
Fouls one off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So a man at first. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Strike 1. Robles leads off first with one away. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Squirts away a little bit. The M's trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. This is his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now for Seattle, Edgar Martinez. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
But that's out to center field. Mays has it sized up. Makes the catch. And that is that. No run. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Gabe Spire.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The pitch. Ground ball left side. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. That one out to right. Fair ball.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Man at
first baseman David
and here's the
Ortiz.
first baseman. David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off. Spire goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Misses inside, and that's ball one. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. It's a pitch out. Throw. Save. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. When you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there, it's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
That one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Pitch misses, and a full count now. That one the other way. Crawford throws to first in time. 2 out. Willie Mays up next for the Red Sox. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
And stepping in for Boston, Wade Boggs. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Crow Armstrong, the lead runner at second. Mays on at first with 2 down. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And it's fouled away. Two on, 2 outs. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. So stepping in for Boston. Pitch hitter coming on. Nico Horner. Pressure spot for him. Bases loaded and 2 gone.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
There's the strike. So they're all loaded up. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Not in time. He's safe. It's 5-0.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the short.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Lucas Giolito.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hit in the air out to center field. Cameron snags it, and that is that.
Now pitching for Boston.
Back now as they hand the ball to
Number
a fresh
30.
arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Andrew Miller.
he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Junior stands in now and watches strike one. And that one fouled off. Struck him out looking.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And that's in there for strike one. The Red Sox leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Just missed. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. So last chance for the Mariners. Now here is Julio Rodriguez. Flied to right his first time. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one close, ruled the ball. And now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Miller is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit.
it.